Very good evening to you. I hope you're having an awesome Saturday night. It was pretty bleak. It was raining here earlier, but now the sun is shining. How are we all doing? Let me know in the comments what you've been doing and what's happening. Right. 1 second. Let me just mute myself. I just brought it up because sometimes we lose the comments on here. So, and actually what I didn't do is, how I can do it, like, let's just pop a, can I pop on or can I not pop on Facebook to let them know that we are here? Right, give me 1 sec. Let's get sorted. I should have done that, what I did before with the link, didn't I? But if I go off, it's going to lose the feed, so I'm not going to go off. I'm just going to put a post up for them to see so they can follow us in here. Create a post in Facebook. There we go. Let me just take this here. So I was saying we are going to be doing a bit of an embroidery, and I want to show you the picture. So I put this picture up probably about 6 months ago. Join me on YouTube for a creation station right now. There we go. Oops. Let me just copy this. Hi Gwen, how you doing? Lovely. Just sort of getting ready. I'm just gonna pop a post onto Facebook. I should have gone like what I did last week to do a little live there before I started the live here, but I completely forgot. I'm sort of brain dead here. So let's pop that in there. So I'm just doing a very quick post. Let me know how you've been doing and what have you been. Good evening, Edward. Good evening, Amelia, Dean, Kentishbury. Ooh, who's Kentishbury? Diane, is that you? I'm so bad with names. I would forget all the names in the world. Right, there we go. Post that. Okay, so I want to do a bit of embroidery because I have started this 6 months ago. I've done about an inch of beading, and since then it's just been sitting on the side. So I thought, what a perfect night to do some of the embroidery. And Simon actually had a 33% or Diane, it says yes. Simon had a 33% off of all the embroidery kits a couple of weeks ago, so I don't know if you managed to get some. I did ask him to put the code back on for us tonight, so if you do fancy any of them on the website, on the Total Beads website, you can go and have a look. They will be 33% off, and you have to put the code in the discount code section when you check out, which is ABRIS, ABRIS. That's the discount code to get 33% off of the kit. So I'm going to go down to the table, put me into the corner. So this is the one I started, and we're going to work on this tonight because, like, I know it's Creation Station and we should be doing something together and making something together, but this is something what I've been really wanting to finish for a long time. So I'm not sure what part we're going to work on. You can let me know what I don't know if to work on a flower or work on the bee itself. It looks great. The bee is more colorful, and I'll show you how to, you can well, how are we gonna just have to put them down on my mat, the color in order, so we can have the right one. So what do you fancy? What shall we do? Shall we do the bee or shall we do the flower itself? Which one shall we start with? I love doing these embroidery ones because they are really great. They're quite therapeutic as well. And because the outline of the beads are already there, our job is really easy. We just have to follow it. Good evening, Anne. So let me know what you've been working on, what you've been doing at home in this Saturday. This weekend, and we're going to get started. So what shall we start with? The bee, please, Ruth is saying. So I'm going to have a look for the colors for the bee. Now, all of the kits, they do have a chart on the top, which shows you what color number. So we're looking for this one, which is, I believe, is number 7. So that will be bag number 7, which is a gold seed bead. So I'm going to pop that just here on my mat. And we're going to start working with that one. So the way how I'm going to do it, I'm going to start working on this, and I'm just going to move this just up a tiny bit, just like that. So I'm going to start working on this. I'm brain dead again, and it's like it's only 7 p.m. What am I going to be like in a couple of hours? I'm going to start working on this outer wing. So we're going to do this outline of the wing going all the way around, and you can see as well the beads are like they oval shapes, and that's represent how the. And I'm going to zoom in on this. Hopefully, I can zoom in on the right part. So you can see how those O-shaped little, move it over a bit, beads are drawn onto your canvas. So if it's drawn this way, oval, then you stitch it from that side to that side. If the oval is stitched that way, then we're stitching from that side to that side. So we always stitch for where the widest part of the oval to the other side of the widest part of the oval is. Now you can stitch these ones on one by one, or you can do a stain stitch. Entirely it's up to you. I kind of like to do a bit of both, because if there's something which is going to be more visible and the main feature of the picture, I will stitch the beads down one by one as I go along. But if I get to see these little ones, which they're not really that much of a the size 15 as well, they're smaller, but they're not as much of a main feature, then I will long stitch them, and I will stitch probably about 4 or 5 beads down at the same time, just to speed up the process of adding all those on there. Good evening, Pamela. Hope you do okay. Oh, Pamela is saying the bee as well. Alona is saying, hope you're feeling better. Yes, I'm feeling better. So yesterday, I have never seen these kits before. It looks wonderful. And it's saying, so they are on the Totally Beads website. They're on the embroidery kits. And this is one of the... I'll leave it zoomed in, because if you're going to work on that one, you can see it quite well. So they're on the Totally Beads website. And on the embroidery kits, there is so many different ones. I'm going to need double A thread. So it's not this tray. It's this one I need. I'm going to use... this will disappear on it the most. And it's been sitting on the frame. I think I took it out for a live a long time ago. I took it out for a live and then we didn't end up doing it. I was like, oh, I'm going to finish it. And then we started to do the... oh, there they are, needles. We started to have to move out from the office because we were going to do the ceiling. So it was all a go, go, go. And this got put in the corner. And then it stayed in the corner. And then never went back to it. So we're going to go back to it tonight. So I'm just going to thread my needle up. I'm going to use Zipalon double A. Lucy's saying, after posted the link, not sure how all YouTube works. I can't see the link that came through, but let me just have a look. I did pull up the feed as well here. No, if you want to post it in the chat again, it should just come through. For some reason, It didn't come through. So would you mind to post it again, Lucy? We only on YouTube because what happens is after a certain amount of time, about 45-50 minutes, the all the comments will stop coming through. And once the comments stop coming through, the more places we are live at the same time, the more places I have to pull up and look at the comments. So that's why I decided that I'm just going to do this on YouTube. And anyway, in YouTube, we get a better picture than what we get on Facebook. So just added a little knot on there. I'm going to come up right in between the first and the second bead. Just find where I am. There we go. I think that will be the right place. There we go. So I'm going to come up right there. Pull this all the way up. Then I'm going to pick up one of these beads. Just pour some out on my mat here. I'm going to have to, I think, if I get a little mat, I can just put it on the top of it here. Maybe. We'll see in a minute. So I'm going to pick up one bead. Like this to go all the way down. And I'm going to go down on this side of that one. Hi, Sheila. YouTube is funny about links. You can only post as a moderator. Okay, so I'll thanks to you, Ruth. Ruth, I've seen your message, but I just haven't been very well in the last couple of days, and I will go in and sort all that out. Not a problem. That I will give you the link just in a sec. Just coming out on the other side. So the word arbis, A-B-R-I-S. Let me just pop this in here for you now. A-B-R-I-S will give you 33% off, and I'm just gonna grab the link for you as well before we go any further. Embroidery kits, there we go. So I'm just going to copy that, and there we go. Yes, it went in there. See, that's good. I went onto Facebook and it brought me here, straight here. Yes, I did put a little link on Facebook so we can all find each other. Right, I'm going down again between the number 1 and number 2 hole there. And then I'm going to skip ahead 2 and come up between 3 and 4. Just there. Actually, I could even leave one hand underneath my frame if I had my seed beads on the other side. And I could pick up the next seed bead with my left hand. Let's see how good is my left hand is. And then pop down and sew them on one by one. So let me know in the comments what you're working on, what you're doing. If you're working alongside me. I'm just going to go ahead and stitch the beads on here. Let me know if you've done any embroidery, start again, any embroidery before. What sort of embroidery have you done? Have you done pictures or brooches? The 33% off on total beads is for the whole category. But this is how easy it's one by one. You're going to be sewing those beads on. I love what you get with it. I love the finish, what you get once you sew all the beads on. So I'm just sort of trying to, yes, it will work. So I'm trying to speed up my process a little bit. So I'm only going to put it, I'm going to go down and come back up straight away and then pull it through. So I'm going down and straight away I'm going to come up and I'm pulling it through. That's it. This will be a good exercise for my left hand, I think, because usually I work with the right hand. I only bead with my left hand when I work my right hand so much that it actually hurts. And I need to give it a crochet crystal bracelet. Ruth is saying that's what she's working on tonight. Oh, I love those. Excuse my nails. They're due to be, I need to do them tomorrow. But by the way, I got my vaccine booked for next week. So hopefully after that, I don't know, I'm probably not going to wait for the second one. I'm going to go and have my nails done. I love, I just don't know. If Jo is here, she probably, like, she can do somebody's nails in 45 minutes, and it takes me to do exactly the same thing for like 3 hours. So I wouldn't be a very good nail technician, I'm afraid. I think that looks pretty, just sort of sitting there. And we're gonna go. The great thing about these, that you are stitching the beads on one by one, but you are got the drawing underneath it, so you know where you have to go and what you have to do. Just like that. Come on, bead. My left hand is not as good as picking up beads as the right hand is. I have to, we change positions soon. So I do say, like, when you're doing any sort of bead work, after like half an hour, change position and start using your other hand. And then I will swap hands. I will have the left one underneath and the right one at the top. So just quicker to stitch. And we're going to have to go and look for the next color after this bead, which is going to be, just check on the chart on the top, number 6 by the look of it. Lucy's saying she's really loved Bead Club this week. Right, the last of number 7, but we're gonna need number 7 again here. And can you see here the orientation is going to change how we need to stitch it on. So we're gonna go after this. Oh no, what I did. I switched down and I didn't add the bead on it. This is not starting very well today. Let's just get that back up. Reverse stitching. Let's reverse stitch. We're not taking back to reverse stitching here. Right, my original, I organized my storage today, Lucy's saying. Hi, Robin. Robin is saying, hi, Kitty, glad you're feeling better. Can you explain again how to sew the beads on? You mentioned something about left to right on top or to bottom. Yeah, I will do, not a problem. Lucy's saying she organized her storage today and sorted all her jewelry kits. She says she's got a few. No, not you, Lucy. Don't believe that. I got a few as well. I'm running out of drawers, and I thought I had empty drawers as well at the beginning of the year, and now I'm running out of drawers. Right, so I'm coming. The beads on there are oval, and the what's drawn on there. So can you see they're like little ovals? So you want to stitch from side to side. You don't want to stitch from top to bottom. You want to stitch side to side, because the beads you are putting on there, they kind of like a little bit of an oval shape as well. So I'm coming up between those through, then I'm kind of like stitching back on myself. Let's pull this through, and then I'm gonna go ahead and come up through between the next two free one just there, and then I'm gonna add my next bead. So I'm doing a loop motion, like sort of stitching backwards and forwards behind, up and down. Right, so that's going to be number 6. I got the little chart at the top. There you go. So that's how I determine what bead is going to be next. So number 6 is just like a shiny gold color. I'm going to leave number 7 on the mat as well. So some of the kits come with beads on the website and some of them are not. They are precious beads. I don't know if you can hear Christopher, but he's like laughing his head off next room. I don't know what they're watching. Must be watching something really funny. Then he's saying, I have done 25 cross-stitch picture and run out of wools and jewelry. Oh, bless. Oh, I got loads of empty walls, Diane. You can send me some. I'll put them up. That's the one thing, like, we haven't really got... We never really buy, like me and Simon, we never really buy art. I don't know why. I think it's just perhaps we like different things. We only ever bought one picture together, which is a picture of like a boat, a stranded... It's not even like a boat, just like a little paddle boat on the beach scene. That's the only one we ever bought. We never bought anything else. I bought one that was again a beach scene. And there's a theme here, beach theme here. Was NEC once, because at NEC sometimes, I'm just getting myself, please don't twist. NEC sometimes they have like colleges exhibiting. I mean, like a big NEC show where we usually visit, and there is this college. I think they're actually somewhere Manchester way. Originally, they always exhibit pictures, and it's not a college. It's like somewhere where you can go and learn, and they run the whole thing by donations. And the one thing they do to make money is to go to some of the, I guess, Christmas shows, and they sell the works of their students. And some of them are really, really good. And I bought one of those just to support them, because the lady was so nice. Sheila saying, I've been finishing projects and that I started years ago, still finishing off the BeadClub necklace. Oh, bless. So what was the project, Sheila, what you started years ago? Do let me know in the chat. I would be interested, and then I can tell you what are the projects what I started ages ago and what were there. I'm just pulling this through. So I'm going to, once I pull this through, I'm going to detangle my thread. So do you remember when we detangle our thread by holding the needle on there and we're pulling it down when we are working with our beadwork? So now we're going to go the opposite way to detangle it. So I'm going to hold it at the base, and I'm doing the same thing, and I'm going towards the needle, and the needle is spinning around, so it should be good. After this, let's just do one more time, holding it between my index finger and thumb and just pulling it all the way. I think it spin out, so we hopefully we won't want to knot up anymore. Going on the next one. Oh, Lucy's saying she really loved BeadClub this week. It was a lovely project, wasn't it? Oh, Joe came to USA to do my nails. Oh, bless. Yeah, I think we need like we need to clone Joe and go everywhere to do everybody's nails. It would be nice. I mean, I would go and get it done because I think the nail salons are open now. I'm just like, want to wait until I get my vaccine. So, right, why have I got something caught up on there? Let me just double check I'm just going to move and double check the bottom of this. That's all good. Right, where is the needle? Where is the needle? There we are. And I'm keep going, and I'm gonna go all the way down, and then I really want to do some of these turquoise beads. I think they're gonna look great. BeadClub was lovely design and lovely colors, Ruth is saying. Yeah, I love my BeadClub. That's my like sort of weekly fix of social as well. Lonnie's saying, I have been sorting all labeling all my bead kits, and I've been putting dates on tutorials on the kits to make videos easier to find. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Why is this not coming through? There we go. That's a good idea. Gwenny's saying, yeah, me too. Even thought I only watched, but it was great as usual. Oh, Dan is saying I urgently need more beads. Hi, Mina. Mina is in the house. I only need to add 2 more of number 6, then I'm going to go back up to number 7. I think the good thing about this that you can you can leave it for quite some time, as I left it for 6 months, and come back to it and just keep on doing it as much as you want. I have done another picture, which is it at the top? I think it's in the other room still. Have I brought it through? No, it's in the other room still in the eaves. The other one was embroidered. That one was slightly different technique to this one. Dan is saying, urgently need more beads to complete BeadClub necklace yesterday. Order sent in, so waiting for post. Oh, bless. Rachel is saying, I missed the start, what we are doing. So we are we are doing just some bead embroidery. I have got I have had this picture for a long time, for about 6 months, and every time when I started it, or I started it for a live, and then it was just right before when I had to empty out the office, and we were getting the ceiling done, so it was just right before then, and then it sort of got put in the corner in another room, and I forgot about it, and I seen it the other day, and I thought, actually, this will be a good one to do, just sort of spend an evening together just talking and do some of this picture. So I'm putting the beads on one by one, and on the main feature I would do this to add the beads on one by one, and then where it is less important, like these beads, I would probably add 4 or 5 beads on at the same time, just to speed the process up there. So I'm stitching down and up, sort of like a long stitch. Sheila's saying, I used to go to a weekly class and necklace was ombre scallop super geo necklace. I was fan the wire pendant I started doing in brick stitch. I don't even remember starting it. Yeah, no, I've got so many projects like that. Robin is saying, can't wait to watch the BeadClub replay. Haven't been able to attend over the past several weeks. However, the replays are just as good as I just missed the live interaction. Oh, bless you. Ishla is saying, I'm still making the netted bracelet from last Thursday. I can't seem to get the beads on top of the netting to look right. Are you adding the size 15 in between? Come on, come through. When you come into the bead club next time, you can always just ask about it. Next week is not me, it's Sarah, but the week after it will be me. So if you come in, you can just hold it up and I will be able to advise you. I bought another bee embroidery when you did a tutorial on Facebook Live. Not started yet. It looks relaxing to do. It is quite relaxing. It's kind of like crystal art in a way, because you are, but here you're not sticking the little crystals on, you're stitching them on. So I think like kind of like crystal art is like a new concept. So it's only been around a few years. I'm not sure. This is on proper canvas. So I'm not sure that how long, and well, the crystal art picture is probably on proper canvas as well, but I'm not sure how long the glue is going to hold on them, like in terms of like 10, 20 years. This one, something like this embroidered picture will be a nice embroidered picture for a long, long time. Because this technique has been there for thousands of years, I guess. Oh, I need to come up first. Hold on, I got eager and I picked up my bead and I don't need the bead yet, I need to come through. What is the frame called that you're holding your embroidery? It only have hoops. Think they won't work together, beads would spoil it. So I got a hoop as well somewhere, but I like the square ones better for pictures because like you kind of suspend it to side. This one I got off, it's like actually got a bottom to it as well, so it stands on the floor and it's quite flimsy, I have to say, but it does the job. And it was, I think, £20 from Amazon, so it wasn't an expensive piece of gear, and it will be good for to come. They do like a plastic ones as well, where you can chop and change them, but with those ones you can only go up to a certain size before it starts to become flimsy. They must be searching something really funny because I can hear both of them is laughing now in the lounge. Can you hear them? Can you hear them laughing in the lounge? Let me know if you can. Oh, Mina's just doing dinner. What are you doing, Mina? What you cooking? I had to cook pancakes. So can you see like we're right down here where we're going to have to change our direction a tiny bit because the beads are sitting in a different, we'll have to sit a different way for those ovals. So after I added this one, I'm going to go down, but I'm no longer going to come up on in between. I want to come up on the side of it, just like that, and go down that way. So we changed the direction. And then can you see? And it sits differently as well. I'm just gonna go to the end of this. Yeah, I'm still picking up the right. For a second, I just stopped. I thought, am I picking up the right color? And yes, I am. Gonna go down and come up. I mean, they're saying this look nice. Thanks, Kitty Fry. I have moved to Friday morning now because of grandma duties. Yeah, that's not a problem at all, lovely. I try Amazon. I'll give you a link. If you are there, I'll look it up and I'll give you a link to have a look which one is my one, basically. And you can have a look and you can search them and see which one you want. Dino is saying fried some mogo, which is similar to potatoes, and some nuts for husband and kids. Ooh, that sounds intriguing. I kind of like, I can't even get Milo to eat sweet potatoes. No. Simon would eat it though, not the kids. Nuts? No way they would eat nuts, Milo. They're nuts without nuts. Oh, Gwen's saying I can hear them in the background. They're laughing. Yeah. I don't know what they're watching. Bless. Right, so here we could actually do, because they're going to be the same color, I'm going to do both of those beads. I'm going to do this one first, and then I'm going to step next door and do that one as well, just because I'm here. Oh, she had big lunch today. Mina did. Hi, Michelle. I'm feeling much better, thank you. I did spend yesterday all afternoon in bed. It was really nice, and partial this morning as well. So energy is somewhat restored, and it's all good. I still feel like tired and achy, but I think that will go. I'm hoping. I'm quite pleased with that. I'm going to do this one as well, and I might even do those two, and then we're going to jump up and start to do these turquoise ones, which is, I believe, is number 10, which is more like a tealy color actually, not even turquoise. So the one I'm doing, this one comes with all the beads. The only thing is not in there is the thread, which you're going to use a Supelon AA thread for it. But needle are in the kit as well, and all the beads are in there. They are Preciosa beads, so they're check beads. But if you get some of the canvases, there are some canvases on there without any beads as well, and they are cheaper. You can use your Toho size 11 beads for those ones, not a problem at all. Sleep and rest is nature's medicine. Lorna is saying, "Oh no, I don't like sleep." Like I remember when there was a lady called Claire. She used to work with us, and I think she's about 5 years older than me, and maybe a little bit more, maybe 8 years older than me. And I remember Christopher was like quite small, only 2 or 3 years old at the time, and then she kept saying like, "Oh no, we only eat dinner at 9 p.m. and we're not going to bed until like midnight, and like that's my time with my husband." And you know that the way she was like explaining to me the way how they do things, and I was thinking to myself like, "Oh my word, like I could not go past 10 p.m. to save my life. Like I'm tired, I need to be in bed by 10 p.m. And lately, I don't know, maybe because I'm getting older, I don't seem to need that many hours of sleep. So I probably, like I used to sleep like 9-10 hours a day, and now I'm sleeping maybe, I don't know, 7 hours. I don't know if that's good or not though, but that's what seems to be happening. Oh, I like the teal one in there. It's like a little pearly effect. Oh, the COVID test came back. So when I didn't feel very well on Thursday, Simon said to me straight away that phone off. So the whole thing is how it started. I don't know. Probably like if you're not in a bead club, you wouldn't know that on Thursday morning I just didn't fancy coffee, and in Hungary you would drink like honey and lemon tea or just like tea with sugar in it. I need to. This one came off. I need to reattach this to the side. One sec. And I didn't fancy coffee, so I thought like I'm just gonna have honey and lemon tea. And I don't know what possessed me. Like this is the thing. This is what you do. I really don't know why. But I licked lemon, and I was like, I can't taste the lemon. I was like, oh my word, I can't taste lemon. And then I bit into the lemon, I still couldn't taste it. But I think when you have a cold, your taste goes anyway. So then I got like sort of all worried. And then Simon was like, oh, I phoned Simon up and I was like, oh, I think I got a problem. And because there is like 7 of us in the house, Simon straight away said to me that like, no, I want you to phone up 119 and just talk to them and see like what you need to do, because obviously the kids going to school and like we have to be safe. So I went and had a test done and it came back negative, thankfully, so that's all good. But it was the first ever time I had to do a test. I never ever done it before, so it was interesting because I had to go to this car park in Clacton and they give you the test and then you park up and you had to do the test yourself. And then the guy came along with one of those, oh, I don't know what they're called, one of those things what they use on the beach to pick up the rubbish, like those long arm things. And he came to my window and tapped on the window with that one, so I let my window down and he was like, grab the test out of my hand. I thought it was so funny. Very good though, very like thinking on their feet to do that. I think that's really good. Right, I think we are good again. There we go. I just unthreaded my needle. I'm gonna thread it back in and we'll be good to go. Precious is size 10. Yeah. They do, like Precious, they do all sorts of different sizes. I got like a little box somewhere which got, I don't know, like very small ones, like 3s, 4s, and then very big ones. I mean 3s, 4s, and then all sorts of different sizes in there. So that one is number 7. I just need to have a quick peek sometimes what is what. And I think we got a new color here as well at the end, which is going to be number 11, which is like a darker teal. So I'm going to have to get a few of that as well, because I could do both of those like here while I'm here at the end. Or shall I just do the outer edge? I'll do both of those just as we go along. Litter pickers, yes, that's the one. What type of setup do I need to bead embroidery? I like to try out and have to place a TB order for other things. Might as well get everything at the same time. So if you are going to place an order, don't forget to put ARBIS, which is ABRIS, into the, let me just pop that in the chat for you. And there is the link as well. If it's still, yeah, the link is still there. And just gonna pop that in. And it's ABRIS. We'll get you 33% on embroidery kits. I'm gonna make him to leave that up until tomorrow night, so you can have a little think which one do you want. I don't even know what we got left now because I'm not really working at the warehouse that much anymore. I don't really know, like I don't see the orders going out. I'll come back for those later, those ends ones. And I just carry on with this. I don't really see, because I love, like, you know, when they pack up the orders to see what people ordering. And some of the orders, I have to say, some of you, I'm not going to say any names, but some of you pick your beads so well that I look at it and then I'm just thinking, wow, that's really nice color combination. Sometimes I do have to help out and check orders and do bits and pieces. I have an order to make 2 flat herringbone, one in earth color and one for a 16-year-old matching her prom dress. Oh bless. Oh yeah, proms are they gonna go ahead with proms this year? Or what's gonna happen? Are they gonna be allowed to do proms? I remember when it was Victoria's prom. Oh my god. The amount of places we had to go and look up prom dresses, and they are like so expensive for one night. But like there were so many like different styles and everything, and we looked at everything. In the end, what we did is it's not there anymore because I think they got taken over. But in Braintree Shopping Village, they had a Karen Millet outlet store, and we got her a dress there, and it was, I can't remember if it was £75 or £85. It was like a 1920s style dress, and she looked gorgeous in it. Like she looked really, really nice. So sometimes it's worth a look as well for prom dresses rather than just the traditional shops. Oh, I'm going out of shot. There we go. Just keep me straight. You tell me, Lorna. I'm just so excited to be able to do it finally. So back to, hold on, did I pick up the right color there? Navy, hold on. That's 11. That is, what did I just do? 11. I pick up the wrong color, so that's number 10. That's number 10. And that's number 11. I picked up the wrong colors, didn't I? Oh, silly me. Oh well, it's only a few beads. I'd rather pick them back out. Don't continue. So just double check. That's the lighter one with the darker ad going. That's number 10, which is the lighter bead, and the other one is number 11. Oh, it's me chit-chatting, but at least I realized it that it happened. Lorna said, no, Lorna, thank you, because that's actually made me look at what I'm doing. But it doesn't matter. Like, it happens all the time. I did it when I did it with crystal art as well. That I put, I don't know, I spent probably about an hour putting this color crystal on there. I think this is where we changed color. So that is the light one with a dark outlet. That's number 11. What? Light one with the dark is number 10. So that's number 10. That is number 10. That is number 10. Number 10, number 10. Light one with the dark outline is number 10. So this is where we went wrong, because this one is number 10 and this one should be number 11. That's it. We're good. Not sure about high school prom, but this lady seems to be getting organized. I do feel for them, and I do feel for last year's as well, because like every single year had it before them, and now like obviously they're not able to do it, or they only able to do it to a certain extent. So we see what happens. I mean, Lucy's 14, so it will be her in a couple of years.
I didn't catch that. Could you...
My bot started to talk to me again. I can't imagine her either to be in prom. It's just like they grow up so fast, so fast. So fast. And she was only little not that long ago. Right, I'm just going to pull these up a little bit just to tighten up that one there. I'm just sticking my needle in the bead and pulling it up, which then pulls the thread from the one before. Did you get a big eye needle through to the canvas? One is asking. Let's try it. I got one right here. I mean, this is a really long one, but I'm going to try it on the side of it. Just pull this up. You can, look, it goes through, but I think what you're going to find is that you still have to push down quite hard of it. So the needles that are in the kit have got, I think, slightly, they're not the same as beading needles, and they I don't know if you can see it, they're like a golden eye. There we go, camera, focus on us. No, not having none of it. Eye is quite big on that. Just gonna keep going with this. So that's the number 10. Finding where I need to come through from the back. Sometimes that takes the longest because you want to come through the right position. Maybe we go into and do some of this. And when I get down, we do some of this because this will be fun to do. Those rows will be beautiful to do. So have any of you done any embroidery? I always prick my finger on a big eye needle. Would you be scared of getting blood on my embroidery? Yes, so that happens to me as well. And the trick to do then, Lorna, is to use the longer one. Don't use the shorter one. Use the longer big eye needle, because with that one you will have to push it through, because it will, as you're pushing it down, it will flex. So use the longer one. There we go. And the darker one, number 11, comes here. I wanted to make little purses with beading on. I will have to look into it again. I think I loved all the beaded bags. Yeah, there is so many different styles you can do. Like you can do a bag just without like any fabric and just the beading be kind of the bag. You can embroider bags or embroider fabric and then sew them into bags. There's just so many different you can do. I have done embroidery for many years. It is a favorite project. Oh, Paul is here. Hey, Paul. Nice to see you here. We're doing bead embroidery today, so it's something very, very different what you are used to. We are sewing on beads one by one onto the canvas and creating, I guess, a work of art, which is like a little bit cheating to say that because everything is mapped out for us beforehand. So all we have to do is just to stitch the beads on one by one. Is it beaded all over? So you can have stuffs which is beaded all over. You can have, I have got a beaded bag somewhere. If I find it, I take a picture of it. So you could cover the bag all the way through. Like you can make your own different patterns. It doesn't have to be anything in particular, but or you could do partially cover it with beads. As I was saying, I have done a beaded cross stitch on cross stitch and silk beaded purse like Victorian ladies used to have. Oh yeah, they're beautiful too as well. I have got one, I got no Victorian one, but I have got a silk beaded purse from, I think it was a monsoon, and that's a kind of funny story because the monsoon they were having their sale on, and I often go into monsoon, but they're closed normally, like really really expensive. So it has to be like a very very special occasion, like a wedding or something like that for me to be able to afford, or like not even just for just able to go in and buy something there. So. Have I added the wrong color there again? I'm just wondering. Yes. I'm just going to take this last one back. So I went into the monsoon sale, and this was probably about, I don't know, 10 years ago. And there was this bag, and they wanted, I think, £5 for it. And usually it was like $39.99, and then I got the bag straight away. I was like, yes, I'm having that one. So I have got one of those silk little purses. It's like a rose gold color. It looks beautiful. It was missing a couple of beads, I have to say, but I have got a few beads, so I was able to mend it. I have found a bead which was good for that one. Paul is saying it's impressive. Oh, thanks, Paul. So it's quite slow to do this because you're going to be going backwards and forwards and you're going to be adding your beads on there. But it's very therapeutic. It's really easy to do because all the art is mapped out on there for you on the canvas. So you don't have to think about it. Like sometimes when you do freehand embroidery and you actually do your own pictures, that's the hardest part, is to draw out your picture and make out the shapes and then go and find beads, what to, I guess, put on there and what to embroider them with. And a couple of other things you could do is, like, if you do have backing fabric on the Totally Beads website, and if you do stamping for your cards, like you're gonna have some geometric stamps what will be nice to make into a pendant or a brooch, or like, you know, any kind of stamp you use for your card making can be used on the backing fabric as well. And you stamp on your backing fabric. I would probably stamp, like, you know, you're gonna bead over it, so you're not gonna see it anyway, and that will give you an outline, like how to sew your beads out and what to put on there, or colors you can mix and match as well. So that's a good way to do it. You can also print out templates. Like if you just put in Google, there is so many templates, not specifically for embroidery, but for overall for craft work, where you can apply But I love these ones because it's really, really easy, and it doesn't matter. But you do have to pay attention that which bead you're picking up. And I need to change color here, so I'm gonna really pay attention that I need to put the darker one on. But apart from that, it's really, really easy to do, and it will last you a long time. Oh, hi Julie, nice to see you here. So I'm gonna go, I think let's go into the body, and then we do a little bit of this body, because that's nice, and it will be nice and colorful to do. I actually don't know how many hours will it take me to do this whole picture. I can't stay I can't stay on here until I finish the picture, because that would be like, I don't know, we will be here for at least 2 or 3 days, I reckon, if not more. But I'm not sure. The other picture I did, because it's so hard to judge, because I did it like in little bits, like a little bit here, a little bit there. You kind of don't really think about it, how much time it's taking up. Maybe we need a clocking system to clock the hours what you work on a project, because you never count your own time. But I love it. So let us know, Julie, what you are up tonight. Quite a few of the ladies, they have been organizing their craft stash and bead stash this weekend. Then some people were doing crocheting projects, amongst other things. What are you up to this evening? Mina is cooking, or maybe perhaps she's finished cooking already. So which sort of embroidery would you fancy the most? Would you fancy something like this, where it's all mapped out for you, or would you want to do your own design? Let me know in the comments that which one would you fancy to doing more. Because if you do fancy doing your own design, then perhaps we could do a creation station on that one, to how to pencil out or how to draw your design out. That would be interesting as well to do. And I do actually want to do some cabochon ones, because you got some gorgeous square hematite cabochons, which are meant to... Oh, Maureen is saying she's finishing a BeadClub necklace. I meant to do something with it, and then it sort of got forgotten, bless it. That little square cabochons, and they just look so nice. I bought some home the other day, so I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna encase it with perhaps I was thinking to do like a 4-sided peyote, like a 3D peyote shape, or to do glue it down and embroider over it. Oh, Mina is saying just sat down to eat dinner. Oh, bless you. Then he's saying brick stitched and adding garnets for bracelet. Ooh. You're gonna have to send me a picture of that one, Diane. Right, I am coming in now here. Just pull this up, and then I think I am going to start right at the bottom and go upwards, but I don't know if we should just do that much, or where shall we start, or shall we start at the top? I think that, well, it doesn't really matter, because I kind of loads of times I think about it that like I want to like sew one piece, like one flower with one thread, but it doesn't really matter, because I'm going to have to add a thread anyway. So from that perspective, it doesn't matter where I start from. Emily saying I'm doing my ceramic geometry. Oh, what did you go for in the end, Amelia? Let me know. What gemstone did you go for? Mine saying, question, can you tell me or Simon the Tahoe size 11 for flat herringbone earth bundle as it's out of stock now? Oh, that one was, I think it was 83. I think the gold one is it, which is 23. The black diamond, which is 993. And there was one more. I have to have a look. If I look at the picture online, I will remember. Omisha's saying she's been working on a hex spiral staircase. Bless. I love that one. Might be right down to the bottom. I'm just going to add these two. And then, actually, I'm going to leave this thread here. And maybe add a new one, a longer one, or maybe just jump over. Don't know. 5 colors, Mina is saying. I have to have a look at the picture. Well, is that the size 11 or size 8? Well, I'm going to bring this up. Where should I bring it up? Because I think that one, those rows, we could have jumped over from that side, but we only probably not going to jump up that much. So I'm going to bring it up and leave it here. And I'm going to carry this in the, coming back on myself in the, where is my little bobbin gone? There we go. So I'm going to come up and I'm going to do a little bit. I'm going to start at the bottom and go up row by row by row and do the bee. Or maybe even start at the top, because if we start at the top, which is the first row, we could start right in the corner there and then work row by row by row all the way down. If I start at the top, can you see? Just move the camera a tiny bit. There we go. If we start at the top on those rows, can you see those rows are like go round and then round and round, so we can turn around and round and round and round, going backwards and forwards. Tahoe size 11, message you later, she will see. Oh, Lucy's saying she's got the tree coming. You're gonna enjoy it. That's so fun to do. So fun. I really want to make like a very big one, the very, very big base, but I'm gonna have to, I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure out with that one where I'm gonna put it and what color gemstones I want to do with it. That where is it gonna go in the house, because something like that would be nice on a coffee table. Or like, I don't know if I want to put it on the top of the piano. Just so many choices. Right, okay, so we are going to need more and more colors here. So that is number 7. So we got number 7 and then we're going to need a 14. So number 7 is still down here. And I'm going to take that one. And then we're going to need a 14, which I need to pick out from here. Definitely 14 green with black going around. It's more like an olive color, this one, the 14. And we're going down. Using my charity shop stones. Oh yeah, I've seen the picture of that one. That was a great buy. Right, so we're jumping here. And this color is a number 5. So I'm gonna have to start using this other mat here right next door to me as well. This is like when you got so many different colors in there, you kind of gonna need like 2 or 3 trays just to lay all your numbers out. I am working on something actually. What I would like to do, make sort of a bead mat where we can have like little dimples in it. Right, next one is number 8. So I need to grab number 8. Gwen saying my tree came the other day. I have just got to sort the rest of the beads and put away what I'm doing. The tree can't wait. See, I wouldn't be that patient at all, Gwen. I would be just like everything to the side, and I would have started on that one. I just even if I had to stay up until midnight, I would have do it. I just do it. But then that's me, and I suppose that's why I'm so tired all the time. Right, we are back with the 14, which is down here. I have to pay attention to these numbers now. I would love a tree with wisteria growing on it. So we are like, is that, Diane, is that like an actual tree or is that a beaded tree? Because we will be doing the wisteria very soon. I just need some hours in the warehouse to sort all of these kits and all of these ideas out and look at stock and get everything together. But something always happens every single week. Something happens. I need to catch up with myself. And the wisteria, what we did, that was using the tree bases as well. So it will be a really easy make. If it doesn't sit right, just sort of tap on it. Right, we got a new color again. So this one is going to be number 13. So I'm gonna get 13 out. It's like a really light green. Hi Christopher, do you want to come and say hi? Oh, what? You're going to say hi in 1 sec? Christopher just came in. Beth is saying, I love doing my tree. I only took a few hours, got right into twisting the wire. Yes, it's absolutely perfect for that one. It really teaches you that technique. Say hello, then.
Hello.
And this one, actually we could go all the way up until there. Oh, he's gone. He's gone out of the room, bless him. Right, so that color is number 7 again. Mina is saying my plan for this weekend was buy a wrapped pendants and ring from Natalie's tutorial, but we'll have to wait now. Look, I'm wearing this ring. I've wore it all week. Like since last Sunday. It's just so comfortable. I made it right after the live. I went and got the kits from the kitchen. It was so easy. I was really amazed how easy it was to make and how good it actually looked. Right, so shall we go up into that one? And then I'll do that head, but then I didn't go up there. I'll do this one. And then we come back and do the head later. So that one is number 6. Hold on, that one was dark with light, number 5. This one is number 6, yes. I got number 6 out. Yes. For a second I thought, I haven't got number 6. I can't see number 6. It's because it's already out. And there we go. Mine froze. Hello, Christopher. Everybody's saying hello to Christopher. He's gone. He's gone back to the lounge. Oh, we should have asked him what was he watching with Simon? What were they laughing so much about? Oh, missed out there. It could have been something really funny. So as you can see, I don't know how many hours it's going to take me. It's quite a big picture. So the picture is a feet by, I think it's 30 by 40. So it's a feet by 16 inches. So it is a biggish one. Right, we are back with the greens, and that is number 13, which is here. My grandmother did an embroidery picture many years ago. Like a little, more like a, I got like a cross stitch picture. I think they can be so timeless, these pieces, what you make. Right, so we got a new color. This one is number 12, which is just a little bit more lighter color than number 13. I'll just organize some on the mat here. If your picture freezes, like I don't know if it's frozen right now, then probably not much help and you can't hear what I'm saying. But if your picture freezes, then just go ahead and refresh the page, and that should sort it out. Right, we're going down. And coming up. Actually, I will start to do the two hand technique as well, because that was quite fast earlier, wasn't it? Coming down. Oh no, like faster, I guess. And then coming up. And that is number 14. There we go. And then will be another 14 next door to it. I think it's really pretty. I don't know what is about like bees and dragonflies. Like usually, like find a spider in the room and I'm screaming and running out. What is it about bees and dragonflies and butterflies that they are actually cute? And like you have it on loads of like fashion. In fashion, they use like bee prints and dragonflies and butterfly prints all over in like on all sorts of different clothes. They use it, obviously they use it on China. They use it on so many different things. Spiders, they don't really use spiders, do they? Next color, this one is, so it's a brown with a yellow outline. So this is number 8. Have we got number 8 out? Number 8. Yes, just double check. Brown with a yellow outline is number 8. I suppose if I messed up one bead and I picked up a different bead, I don't think it would matter that much, to be honest, in the whole scheme of things when you embroidering the picture. Lucy's saying, I love beads. They look pretty in a picture from a distance. That brown with the yellow outline again is number 8. And then we're going to have the red with the yellow outline. Red, which is going to be number 5. We're sort of trying to look one ahead. There we go. And what's great about these, that some of the beads are more shiny, some of the beads are actually frosted on here, and some of the beads are silver lined, some of them are just transparent, some of them are opaque. They're all sorts of different finishes and they really work nicely together. So this one is number 6. Is that right? That color with the brown outline, yes. I suppose, like, if you have got like any canvas, or like sometimes the range, they have some cheap canvases, you could pretty much bead onto anything, any of them. They wouldn't have the outline of the beads. With this ones, it just makes it really easy because it's all there. You could actually stitch onto any of the canvases, and I think that's what Brenda did with her owl picture as well. So this one is going to be 3 times number 5. And she used a lot of gemstones on them. I think I don't know if she stitched them or glued them. I think she might have glued them down. But I think I'll be here for quite some time doing this picture. We will speed up. We will speed up when we do a long stitch, and perhaps before I go off, I will show you on a part how to do long stitch. And my needle just broke, so let's change the needle. This happened to me the other day as well, because I grip, not other day, quite some time ago, I grip the needle so hard that it sometimes snaps. But I have got another one. Where is it? There we go. I'm gonna do 2 actually. Maybe I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna use one of these color eye ones. I'm gonna use a size 11 one because they're a little bit longer, and I actually prefer a little bit longer needle rather than the short ones. Let me know in the chat, what needle do you prefer? Do you prefer the short ones? Do you prefer the longer ones? Do you prefer... I know Lucy prefers the big eye ones, and maybe Mina too. Oh no, or Lorna. Right, did I? I haven't picked up the bead, did I? There we go. And then coming back up. Longer, and now I found big eye, I use them too. I wish they could do, like, there is like a needle, I think it's called a needle threader actually. There's this little gadget what you can buy and it threads the needle. But unfortunately, it doesn't work with beading needles. It works with every other needle, but beading needles are just too small for it. Although I would like bucket loads of them. Right, lime green with green outline is number 13. Mina is saying I use proper needles, size 10, but had to use size 12 for hex spiral. Yes. Green, number 13. It's that one. And going down. And coming along. can't believe it's 8:30 and it's still not dark outside. It's just getting darker, but it's not actually dark yet. And then 12 I need a few of them. So now, because we did this little bit of beading here on this on this bee, Simon can't say I never did anything with it, because we did do something, didn't we? Bless him. See, the thing is that this is what I don't get about men. That if I remind him of something, like the light, like we got 2 light in our extractor fan, and if one of the lights goes out, and I said to him, well, can you sort that and change? He says, yeah, no problem. So about 4 weeks later, I remind him, like, can you sort that out? And he will say, yeah, I'll do it, no problem. 6 months later, I remind him, and he gets like, I'm like, well, you don't have to tell me all the time. But then they remind me. He likes to remind me all the time. We haven't finished that yet. You haven't done that yet. So I think we got number 2. We got a new color here, which is that light one with the orange outline. I think I'm going to take these beads, and instead of having them in plastic bags, I'm going to put them in one of my storage tubes, because then I can quite easily just get one bead out if I need to, just like by sticking the needle in there and not having to pour the beads out. Because having 30 different colors out on your mat, that's just asking for disaster. That's a man thing. Mina is saying, yeah, absolutely. But no, I can't say that we never did it, because we actually did it. We did some. There we go. Oh, Lucy's saying that sounds like my other half. Yeah, I think I've some time ago I seen like this thing on Facebook. It was like a picture of something. It said like, you don't have to remind your husband every 6 months to do something. If they said they're going to do it, they are going to do it. Bless them, but we wouldn't be without them, would we? Right, I'm getting a bit of knotting in my thread again, so I'm going to untwirl it. I'm going to come up and untwirl it. Lily's saying she likes size 10s, what come in kits, but she holds it a bit tight so they bend. My one's bent too as well. I haven't got a straight needle. The only straight needles in my stash are the new needles. Every other needle is like really bent. They are shape of my finger, I guess. The yellow is size 12, like number 12. Definitely a man thing, Julie's saying, absolutely. It's like, I don't know. This was quite a few years ago. This is such a funny story. So, one of my friends, she's a hairdresser, and I was going around to hers to do, so she was going to do my hair. And one thing after another, but the whole morning just sort of got turned upside down. And I never actually, I went to my friend, but then she was having, so I never got my hair done. So I came home, and the first thing he said to me, it was like, "Oh, I love your hair. She's really done a good job on it." And I was like, "What?" She hasn't even done anything on it. So bless him, mentally he's just like sort of trying to be nice, and I love it. It's so nice sometimes. But yeah, it's such a man thing. I'll give up and use stub and do myself to get a man to do it. I mean, sometimes you just have to do it yourself, without a doubt. It's like cleaning the car in our house. Like sometimes I just get fed up with it and I just go ahead and do it. And he's like, "Oh, why did you do that? I was going to do that this weekend." I was like, "Really? You were going to do it this just now?" It's exactly the same thing that you know, when it starts raining outside. You think, "Oh, it's raining now. I was just going to get my joggers on and go for a run." And, "Oh, it's raining. I can't go out now." I think it's one of those things, isn't it? Bless mine, though, he does funny my head at my bead fiction. Yeah. Simon funds my bead addiction as well, I guess. When he like finds something, he's like, "Where is this from?" He's like, "I don't know." It's like, when did you bring this home? Or when did you buy this? I don't know. It's been there ages. Especially when we go on our buying trips, and sometimes suppliers will have like a one of this or a one of that, or like a little sample run of something, and I usually buy it, and I got quite a few bits just like that. And I'm adding number 7 next. Is that number 7? Yes, that is. I think once it's all like sort of sewn out, that's when you're really gonna see the color coming through. Oh, and we got a new color, I think. This one is very dark green with light outline, and this one is number 15. Oh, which is a very dark green in reality in the bag as well. I just need one bead, so I think I'm just going to grab one bead out of the bag. So I'm just trying to get one bead onto my needle because I only need one, so there's no point to pour the whole thing out. Oh, we're going to need one on the way back as well, though. So that's it. We're just going to go backwards and forwards, sewing our beads on. I really do love it. It's not very nice and very therapeutic. We need number 2. Did we have number 2 out? Or we just didn't actually have any beads out. We just got one out when we needed it. Just going backwards and forwards. And we're either going to have a number 1 in a minute. So this bee is having all the colors in. Number 12. So what is the plans for the rest of the evening? Like for Robin, you're in America, but for the rest of the weekend, ladies, let me know. What's the plan? Is anybody doing anything tomorrow? I've got some. Is that the right one? Number 12? Yes. I popped into Morrison's. Like I had to take Lucy to dance and popped into Morrison's, and I got some salmon. So we're going to be having salmon tomorrow. I can't wait. I love salmon, and we don't get to have it. Like I don't know why. We could have it anytime when we want to, but it's just some of those things where you always forget about. Right, so number 1, I need a couple of number 1s there, which are like a really shiny white. I got a very lovely lady tomorrow on Sunday beader. I'm not gonna say who it is. She's one of our bead club ladies. And anyway, I need more people for the Sunday beaders, so I need you guys to come forward. Like, I don't care if you send me a message, send me an email, write me through the post, send me a bottle, send me a pigeon, write it on the sky. Anyway, you wanna, like, you can phone me, get into contact and let me know. It's so lovely. Pamela is saying, if it's dry tomorrow, we are going to the garden center to look for a fountain. Oh, wow. I love to have a fountain in our garden. We do need to do a bit with our garden, and we want to sort of make like a patio area as well. So, and we need to get another shed. Like, we were going to do some of it last year, but we ended up doing nothing. So maybe this year. We know, we sort of kind of agreed on the shed now. So what we want. So hopefully, maybe in the summer, we will get it all done. Finishing the bracelet tomorrow. I thought, for a second I looked up and I was reading the comment there, and I thought you were saying fishing tomorrow, fishing the bracelet tomorrow. Oh dear, I can't even read now. What's going on? And then the number 12 there. Number 12. It's starting to look lovely. Lucy's saying, yeah, it's coming together. I think, the more rows you do, the better it's gonna look. But it's really only at the end, when you're adding the last bead in, which is like so satisfying, that it's gonna start to come together. So I reckon if once I done like about that much, you will be really able to see it. Oh, come on, I want to come up just there. Lorna is saying, love Sunday beader, nice to see what they are making. Yes, absolutely. I think that's I don't know if anybody else is doing something similar, but that's the whole idea of it, is like, for you to give inspiration to each other. Because sometimes that is just all you need. Like somebody just like, oh, I done this way, or I use this color, or I use that bead instead, and all of a sudden it takes a new life. Oh, Mina's saying she has to decide what's for lunch tomorrow. She's ironing uniforms now. What's the options, Mina? Let me decide for you, shall we? Let us know what's the options, and if it's really good, then we might be knocking on your door for Sunday lunch, all of us. Going to yours, going to Mina's. Let us know what's the options for tomorrow. Then he's asking, will the shed be big enough for you to do an overflow into? So we got a garage. We got quite a large garage, and we got a small potting shed as well. But the small potting shed, you can't even go in there because it's got like it's got 2 lawnmowers and all sorts of bits of pieces in there. And I need number 15. And there it is. And with the garage is just chock-a-block with loads of stuff. I don't even know. Like, we got some boxes which we moved with and were never open. I do really need to have like a good sort out and just tidy things up. But I don't know. I'm arming and ahhing like how to do the shed, because I think I would like to do it sort of half of it to have it as like a little summer room where we can put like, the patio furniture in and bits of pieces. And the other half of it will be storage for pots and stuff. But then I guess for that sort of stuff, I could just get a little storage shed just behind the garage, because we got like space there as well. And the bikes and we got so much stuff. The bikes take up like half the garage. So the plan is once that's done, I lost my needle there. So once that's done, I want to turn half the garage into sort of a wet craft room. It's not really wet because, like, well, actually we could put the water in there, but it will be more for, like, I want to get my glass bead making stuff out, and I want to get my fusing stuff out, my kiln out, and all that, and to be able to enjoy it again, and just to go out there and. Well, number 8, is that number 8? Yes. So that's the plan for the garage, and I really would like to have a loft room. So we have got, like, upstairs on the hallway, we have got room to put, like, not a proper set of stairs, like a narrow set of stairs going up to the loft, and make a new opening for the loft. So that's the other thing what I would like to look into, because that would then become my, like, sort of storage room for things. Well, not just for craft stuff, but like for suitcases and all that sort of things. So I need to decide on that as well, what we're going to do with that. There we go. But it will be, it just all takes time to sort everything out, and I'm busy as it is. So thankfully now the downstairs rooms are done. So now we just, I don't know, we might do it. We might do it this year. We see. We see what happens. And then we would like to have, like, a patio outside as well, because we got, like, a veranda on the back of the house, which is great, but it's only really, it's like not, it's big enough to put, like, table, like a little coffee table and a couple of chairs next to it, but it's not big enough to put, like, a dining table out there. So we want to sort that out as well. Oh, there's so much to do. I have to save our pennies. Like, we have to decide what we're gonna do first. Right, I'm gonna start one more row. There we go. I think it's starting to look lovely as well, and you can see what I love about it is the way how you sew it. The direction of the beads are going to be sitting that way on there, and I think it just looks beautiful. That's number 2, isn't it? Yes. Oh, I can hear little footsteps coming down on the stairs. How fun is that? Like, you know people by their footstep. Yes, Lucy? I knew it was you, Lucy. Lucy's here. Do you want to come and say hello, lovely?
You on live?
Yes, I am live.
Maybe not then.
Maybe not then. She said she haven't brushed her hair, I think. That's what it is, ladies. But they never seen you, have they?
They never will.
Oh, they never done. Come on, just say hi. Just say hi quickly.
They can hear my voice.
Danny's saying, hope the craft are strong enough for all those crafts. Oh yes, absolutely. So I need to call out the structural engineer to have a look at all that. Of course, but to see if he can actually do it. But we'll see. It would be nice to have, like, a room just for where we can put things in. Like number 11. Is that number 11? So that's the dark one. Yes, that's a darker bead. Sound like some nice projects. So I don't know about nice. It will be nice when they're done, Lorna, but I'm sure, like, while we'll be doing it, it will be a bit of a, I don't know. When we had our or bought our Clacton house, I really wanted to do everything up and be like eager to get everything done. And I think perhaps this is, tell me, does it comes with age, that when you get older, you're like, oh well, we'll do it next year. And then next year comes, it's like, oh yeah, maybe we do it next year. And like you more kind of, not patient is the right word, but things are not that important, like to get it done quickly. Don't know. Maybe just me. Robert is saying, I have to figure out what sort of anniversary gift I'm going to get hubby after 35 years. Oh, bless. Going to start and finish one of the BeadClub projects, and I'm going... Kidding? I probably watch YouTube videos. Oh, bless. What he's into is so hard. Like every time I have to buy something for Simon, it's so hard. Because if he really wants something, he will buy it, I guess, himself. And then is nothing really much he wants. You gonna come say hello, Lucy?
No, I'm just gonna watch.
Oh, she's just gonna watch. She's standing on the side there. I can't move the camera, but I would.
You know. Because I would literally, I'll fall for the floor straight away.
Yeah, would you?
That's Spider-Man.
Or Lucy would do a Spider-Man if I turn the camera, she says. Bless her. One of these days, we will get her on there. I just got a little knot on my thread there. I need to get that out.
You can get a hand. You can get a wave. Then I realised it's not a widespread camera.
So what sort of stuff does he like, Robin? Does he into tech? Does he into, I don't know. There's so many like men toys out there.
Lego. Bye-bye. I'm leaving to go get some food.
Lucy's going to go and get some food. That means she's either going to have a couple of leftover pancakes from earlier, or she's going to get a biscuit. Bless. She can eat so much. I don't know how. She's so lucky. Yeah, that's not his out. She's so lucky. She can eat so much and don't put like an ounce of... Oh, hello, Lucy. Ruth is saying... Don't put like an ounce of white on at all. She's so lucky. She's got Simon's like long and lean sort of type. And Christopher will like me. He's gonna have to watch it. He's gonna have to watch what he eats when he eats. Oh, I'm just trying to get one bead out. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna move this into one of those little... There we go. And we're back in stitching. Oh, everybody's saying hello, Lucy, now. I didn't think she was gonna like say anything. She sometimes comes in when I'm like in a Zoom meeting or something, and she would say hello, like, but she wouldn't like say hello loudly. She's so shy, and I don't know why. Oh, I think I'm going to buy him an Apple Watch. He's very low key and he works a lot these days. He's a nurse. Oh, bless. An Apple Watch is great. So I got one for Simon for his birthday. Not last year, the year before. And they are great because, and especially if he's a nurse, he will be all into those things because it can measure your heart rate. It can measure so much. Like, they're so smart. I got one as well. I love mine. Well, my one is, I don't know, about 4 years old. 3-4 years old. Well, Simon wears his one all the time. And I guess if you get him an Apple Watch now, then you can buy him a new strap later on or something else, like, you know, something for Christmas for it. So they're great. There we go. And coming up, I'm gonna finish this row. Actually, I wouldn't mind the pancake either before they all go. I don't, again, this is some like when I say pancakes, the pancakes we do, they are more like crepes, like French crepes. So they're not like thick and bulky, they're like thin, and that's the type I like making. And then we do all sorts of things in it. So I like mine. Tell me, how do you like your pancakes? What do you have on your pancakes? I love mine with either cottage cheese. I usually buy the pineapple cottage cheese, and I love it with that one, or jam. But the kids, they like to mix up with cocoa powder with sugar and have it with that. Nutella is a bit too much for me with it. Oh, the kids are just coming to see if I'm okay. Maybe. Normally they don't. I mean, Lucy's 14. She's like in her bedroom all the time. There's nothing really, you know. I'm not cool enough now to be seen with mum. Give her a few more years and I'll be cool again, I think. Like all teenagers. I have mine with sugar and sultanas. Golden syrup. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh, Tina's saying, can't wait to see this finish. Well, Tina, you're going to have to wait a few more weeks because I'm going to have to do this in the evenings when I'm not working. So that is number 13. Number 12. But I will finish it. I just love, like, can you see how the beads are sitting? The angle of them as well, like shaping. And coming through that one. Oh, Diane is going. She said, "Might see you in the morning." Well, see you in the morning as well, Diane. Hope you have a good night. I'm gonna head off soon as well. I'm gonna see what they're doing. I'm gonna see if there's a pancake left. I'm just gonna finish this row, and then I'm gonna have to pack all my beads away back in the bags. But I think I'm gonna grab, I think I have an empty one of those 30 boxes and put my beads in there. So do check out, if you haven't, they were on offer a couple of weeks ago. So if you missed out on the offer, I did ask Simon, and Simon put the offer back on for us for this weekend. So if you put ABRIS, ABRIS in the checkout at Totally Beads, you will get the 33% off of your kit. I'm doing the bee, but there is some other big ones as well. There's the meadow, is really beautiful. There's a rose. There is all sorts of different ones. So do check it out because it's a great, it's really relaxing to do. And because you're sewing the beads on, it will last a very, very long time. So I'm just going to finish this row up. And this one is number 11. I like a savory filling piece. Oh, yes, you're saying savory filling. So in Hungary, we do have a pancake, which is, so it's, oh, and I'm just like sort of getting hungry just about thinking about it. So you would make the pancakes a bit more salty than you would do like normally make them sweet, and you would make kind of like a mince meat filling. So it's kind of like a shepherd's pie mix, like what you do with a mincemeat, kind of mincemeat filling at the bottom, and you would use You would put that in the pancakes, roll them up, and lay them in a tray in a Pyrex dish, and put cheese on the top, and it's delicious. I guess it's like a Hungarian version of fajitas or tacos or something like that. But we do have that one, and then that's number 7 there. Is that number 7? Yes. Which is the gold one. Right, my lovelies, thank you so much for joining me tonight and having a little chitty chat. I'll pop my needle in here, come through to the front. So I like to leave my thread on the front rather than at the back, because I know then that thread is there, and I just poke the needle at the top in just like that, and when I come back I can then use it again. So I'm going to leave that there, but I'd like to do a little bit more, but I better go and get ready for bed, and need to get up in the morning, and we're going to have a lovely Sunday beader. I really can't wait. So everybody have a lovely evening. Have a lovely day tomorrow if I don't see you. And if you are around, then join me at 10 a.m. on Totally Beads, and we will be having a lovely lady. I put bolognese in mine sometimes and do a same room. Oh yes, Lona, that sounds great as well. Yeah, a bolognese sauce would work as well with pancakes. Oh, you're just making me hungry now. Right, everybody, thanks again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye.